Welcome to Los Angeles.
Welcome to downtown LA.
What's up, guys? Today we're heading to downtown Los Angeles.
Let's go and explore LA.
A walking tour of new downtown Los Angeles.
Got out my Google Maps and I've plotted a few places that people have recommended to go and see.
If you're looking for things to do in downtown Los Angeles,
Downtown LA often gets a bad rap, and while it does have its share of problems, there are still a lot of great places to explore there.
For the past few years, downtown LA has emerged as the center of the city's creative world for everything from food to fashion. So we're going to go for a walk today and check out downtown LA. Let's go see what we can find.
We're just walking all over the place.
Certainly, this is a walking tour.
This is going to be an honest-to-goodness adventure as we kind of explore a part of our city.
We're going to go see what's up at Placita Olvera.
Hello, what's this? Silhouette of a crucifix. Alvarez Street.
The heart of Los Angeles.
Here 150 years ago, the city of Los Angeles was founded and known as El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora la Reina de Los Angeles, meaning the town of Our Lady, Queen of the Angels.
Now, could you tell us a little bit, give us a tour? Where do we start to get some kind of an idea?
This was where the pobladores, the settlers from Mexico, picked a place to settle, or what was picked for them.
Generations of families with one thing in common.
It's not just a place of business, it's our home. These people are our family that we work side by side with.
Populated with people in Mexican and Spanish costumes.
All these stores right here, these little tienditas.
Their shops adorned with gay awnings.
There's all kinds of Mexican culture or Latino culture items.
Alvarez Street throbs with the spirit of the past.
Our history here goes back 90 years.
During the pandemic, the city closed the famous alleyway.
The culture, the traditions, everything that we do here will go away.
Listen to Alvarez Street.
They didn't let me record.
The silence is deafening.
Is this historic?
Okay, we're gonna record low-key, hopefully, awareness to the Latino community, you know what I mean?
Alvarez Street has been closed.
It's important for all our cultural identities.
And the merchants here are concerned that could ultimately destroy 90 years of history.
They're going out of business, man. They're going out of business.
Alvarez Street is struggling.
Business owners say they need help.
No one's reaching out.
They don't see it. Channels want you to support Melrose, Beverly Hills, Hollywood, all these areas.
It's very heartbreaking for many of us.
Once the stay-at-home order is lifted,
The birthplace of Los Angeles
could start opening and start selling.
You had a chance to start over again, to really make something of yourself if you wanted to work at it.
This is where LA started, so we should protect it.
A place apart, a world of its own, a hill in the city of Los Angeles.
The stately Victorians that once lined Bunker Hill are now long gone, raised in the 60s to make way for a futuristic megaplan. Today, Bunker Hill is all glassy office towers, corporate plazas, and major cultural facilities. Bunker Hill's so-called Renaissance is tidy, pre-planned, tightly controlled, and highly securitized. And yet, people still take to the streets, transforming them into sidewalks, into undercommons. Protests, rallies, demonstrations of anger, of joy, take place in nearby Grand Park, at the foot of Bunker Hill, and the doorstep of City Hall. Taking up space, reshaping place as another urban renaissance.
been down here in Little Tokyo?
No. I never knew that police headquarters was right across the street from the Japanese section.
The LAPD headquarters sits on land seized by the city in 1949, destroying a quarter of Little Tokyo's commercial area and displacing 1,000 residents. It remains a material reminder of state power and policing in the neighborhood, themes which are reflected in cinematic mythologies of Little Tokyo. Like the 1959 noir, The Crimson Kimono, which follows a pair of detectives on a murder mystery love triangle in the streets of Little Tokyo.
The sensational murder of Sugar Torch, burlesque queen, triggers a manhunt in the teeming streets of Little Tokyo in Los Angeles and fires a turbulent love story between an American girl and a Japanese boy.
And the 1991 action flick Showdown in Little Tokyo, which follows another cop duo assigned to bust crime in the neighborhood.
For a showdown in Little Tokyo. They're two LA cops who are hungry for a little takeout.
Carcerality is one part of a long history of enclosure and erasure in Little Tokyo. Spatially segregated through racial covenants, displaced and incarcerated during the Second World War, further enclosed through late-century urban redevelopment projects. Yet Little Tokyo remains a locus of Japanese-American cultural and commercial life today, an important site of resistance and a center of culture-based movements for anti-gentrification and community determination.
The Arts District of Los Angeles is more than a century old. It's in East LA, south of Little Tokyo, on the border with Boyle Heights. It's the art that will bring you here.
Graffiti was a lot of things for me. It was an outlet.
How to shoot great portraits with the Arts District as your backdrop.
A way for me to take out the rage, the pain, and the hurt I was experiencing at home.
And how to make sure that it looks really people-pleasing.
The streets and the walls.
This amazing photo studio that's free.
They're basically my therapy.
Work for you. Cindy is our model. We're going to show you a bunch of different poses.
I existed when I did graffiti. I existed. That's why I started doing it. That sense of awakening, rebirth.
Yeah, we don't want to scare anybody.
But scare straight? It actually didn't scare me straight. In fact, it got me deeper into graffiti.
This is an example of what happens when we don't blur the background. And as you can tell, Cindy is a little lost. When we go wider, even more so.
About 2 years after I finished the program, I started catching spots with a guy named Aloe. In just a few months, we became like brothers, and we joined the same crew. We understood each other's pain and how ignored we both felt. We felt invisible. He and I spent every day together painting the city.
Have fun with the location. When we were walking around, I saw these two giant food trucks that were parked there. I thought it'd be fun to put Cindy in the middle of them.
I taught him how to do everything that he knows.
Burst mode on the iPhone, which is very simple. You just keep your finger down on the shutter and it
Bam.
will shoot a whole bunch of shots.
Now your spot's going to be seen.
Stop the action way better than you could have without. And then once we did that, I put Cindy on the side and just had her lean against the truck. This great old fence, it really shows that we are in something that's over 100 years old. It shows that we're downtown. It shows that we're in an old neighborhood.
This means going out and tagging. We were just kids, but we understood each other's pain.
And so that's your photo walk from the downtown Los Angeles Arts District. As you can tell, one big free photo studio, yours for the taking.
We felt invisible.
You know, I don't think we know as much as we need to know about our history.